Now on CoastTV News.
The price of parking. Rehoboth Beach considering extending its paid parking season by 6 weeks.
I think that's sad.
Why some say it's needed, others say it's unfair.
Rental tax talks.
Need the revenue.
Fenwick Island is considering changes to rental and hotel taxes.
Lewis development debate.
Is going to inevitably increase congestion.
A new townhouse project facing pushback.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
The future of paid parking in Rehoboth Beach. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with parking in the nation's summer capital.
It's something we've covered extensively, and you often see cars lined up in parking spots on Rehoboth Avenue. It's a big deal, especially in the summer. And the city is even considering extending the season longer. But after the summer season, of course, comes Sea Witch. That's a big part of this conversation, as CoastTV News reporter Zakia Jennings shows us. She's live in Rehoboth Beach. Zakia, locals say Sea Witch poses a different problem.
Maddie, locals tell me it's almost that time of year where they start to worry about parking again. It's this parking meter right here that is the cause for concern. Right now it is covered up, but come May 15th, it'll be up and running from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Monday through Friday at $4 an hour. Rehoboth Beach's mayor and commissioners met at City Hall Monday morning to discuss a recommendation from the Parking and Traffic Study. That recommendation asks the city to consider expanding the permit and meter parking season.
I think that's sad.
Currently, the season runs May 15th to September 15th. The commissioners are looking at expanding that by just a month and a half, starting May 1st and ending October 31st. Local Linda Day doesn't think that's fair to the people who call Rehoboth home or to the businesses.
When they extend that parking thing, it just takes away from us coming down and visiting the shops.
Another option the city is considering would be charging for parking during Sea Witch Week. Under the current rules that falls outside of the paid parking season, a new proposal would charge you Monday through Thursday of that week in an effort to capitalize on the extra visitors. Though Jackie Sapio hopes people use the bus system instead of driving into Rehoboth anyway.
I think people would be better off learning the DART system and not to have to worry about whether their car was going to be towed or whether their car was in an area where they'd be ticketed.
If the city of Rehoboth does opt to change parking rules the week of Sea Witch, they would ban overnight parking on the Friday leading up to the parade, and cars would have to clear out by 4 p.m. that day in order for the city to set up for all the crowds and floats. There was no final decision made at today's meeting. In the meeting, Mayor Stan Mills says the city, quote, has abandoned looking at any changes for 2025. They're now preparing for 2026. Nothing would go into effect this year. Live in Rehoboth Beach, Zakia Jennings, CoastTV News.
There's also a few different ways that parking could look in Rehoboth this summer. One option includes only adding weekends during the shoulder season, either $2 or $4 an hour, or $2 during the week and $4 on the weekends during the summer season, with free Wednesdays and $2 on the weekend in return during the shoulder season. All of this brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, what is the biggest concern with extending that paid parking season?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. Cost for locals has gone up even 2% more. 83% of people saying that's their biggest concern, though hurting business, tourism impact, and traffic a little bit of the vote there.
If you haven't voted yet, you can still do that. Go to coasttv.com or use the CoastTV mobile app. We'll show you updated results on CoastTV News at 11. Georgetown is looking at its 2026 fiscal budget tonight. Council will also have the first reading on charges that landlords or property owners must pay to have their rental properties inspected. That is at Georgetown Town Hall at 7 p.m.
The Indian River Volunteer Fire Company is looking for the community's help to expand. They say a growing population brings a need for more services and better facilities. As such, Indian River plans for a $3.5 million expansion. But since Indian River is 100% volunteer, they need grassroots help, and now they say is when they really need to grow.
We started acquiring the property next to us for future expansion needs. And today has come that the future expansion is desperately needed, so we are pursuing a renovation and construction initiative.
The building would have 4 new truck bays, a training room, and even more.
For those who take public transportation, potential updates and changes are coming to DART's statewide bus service. There will be 4 public workshops held throughout March, with the first being at the Rehoboth Beach Public Library. To get all the details on locations, check out CoastTV.com.
Delaware's House Democrats are pushing back against what they say is Delmarva Power's proposal to raise rates again. Lawmakers claim the proposed increase would raise ratepayers' bills by 23%, while boosting the company's shareholder returns by 10%. They're urging the Public Service Commission to reject this rate hike. Democrats say they want everybody to attend a public hearing on that possible rate hike on Wednesday. Now, we did reach out to Delmarva Power, and they said in a statement that more energy use because of the cold weather, that is what was that was the blame for those higher bills. But this is also important here. They say while there was a slight rate adjustment for customers in October, rates represented approximately 1% of the total change year over year. Now, we do have Delmarva Power's full statement online. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside now into Ocean City. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. And we're saving money on that power if heating was the part of your bill, because we won't necessarily need any heating for the next couple of days. We're at 48 degrees in Rehoboth, a little bit on the cool side, but not overwhelmingly cold or chilly. 59 in Milton, but 65 degrees right now in Red and 62 currently in Seaford. Now, we began to take a look at our change from where we were just 24 hours ago, 3 to 5 degrees warmer than we were, and we're still going to continue to trend upwards for the next couple of days in a row, because as you take a look at what we've been tracking for you, we've been in the red, which is warmer than usual temperatures for the majority of the last 12 days in a row, and we got a couple of more of these nice ones headed our way, Maddie.
Well, thank you. Well, you may remember the name North Star. That's a commercial and residential development proposal with hundreds of homes between Beaver Dam Road and Route 9. The Cape Henlopen Elks Lodge backs up to it. They'll be at a public hearing for the mega development on Tuesday. If approved as is, North Star would be 758 homes, 94 multifamily units, and 96,000 square feet of commercial space. Members of the lodge you just saw wish to see a lot of measures taken if this is built, including a vegetation buffer and preservation of their sign and flagpole.
We don't have any illusions about stopping the project. What we'd like to do is let the people who are doing the project know that we're a little uncomfortable with it, and that there are certain things we're going to ask them to do for us to make the situation more palatable to us.
The lodge has formed a petition with their members that has over 200 signatures. That public hearing is 1:30 p.m.
And staying in Lewis, this is the area that developers want to build 90 townhomes named the Overfall Preserve. It's been an ongoing debate, and most recently, the Lewis Planning Commission voted back in January to recommend the preliminary site plan, but with 25 conditions attached. Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken is live in Lewis. Emma, tonight is the next step for the proposed development.
Charlie, behind me you'll see this open field known as the Overfall Preserve. It's about 13 acres with proposed plans for 90 townhouses and amenities. And at a meeting happening right now, the Lewis City Council is discussing whether to have a public hearing about this property. And some of the reasons the Planning Commission is recommending 25 conditions on the Overfall Preserve's townhomes include a traffic study and reducing the right-of-way to allow for additional trees. Some people in Lewis have concerns about the congestion on Savannah Road, while other people say development here is just inevitable.
One, development happens, and two, it tends to happen slower than the developers would like, but faster than the opposition would like.
The City Council is meeting right now to discuss this property. Live in Lewis, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Emma, thank you. Lewis also has plans to ban gasoline-powered landscaping equipment like gasoline-powered lawnmowers and leaf blowers, but the current rule plans to stop the use of these tools by the end of 2025. And tonight, Lewis has considered extending that deadline. And we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
Part of Munchie Branch Road closed for construction, what's being done, and when it's expected to reopen.
And we'll have some surging temps on Tuesday that could clock near the 70-degree mark. More on that coming up.
But first, rental tax changes in Fenwick Island. Why the measure may surprise you. We'll have that story when we're back in just 60 seconds.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you'll get your first month free when you join today. Sign up for just $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 13th.
Spring cleaning is simple with a mold-resistant, easy-to-maintain tub and shower from Coastal Bath Company. With countless 5-star reviews, you know you're in good hands.
The acrylic in the bathroom holds up as advertised.
It's easy to maintain. It's easy to clean.
I highly recommend Coastal Bath. They do an awesome job.
Enjoy 18 months of no payments and no interest, plus $1,500 off your new bathroom remodel.
Don't wait. Call Coastal Bath today. Local and family owned, Coastal Bath.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you'll get your first month free when you join today. Sign up for just $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 13th.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Taxes change almost every year. Delaware is no different, adding a 4.5% tax on all short-term rentals within the state.
With that in mind, the Fenwick Island Budget and Finance Committee is looking to reevaluate their rental taxes in town.
Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappé joins us live there in Fenwick Island.
Kevin, the community is actually considering decreasing the short-term rental tax in town.
Maddie, Charlie, the rental tax right now in Fenwick Island is actually higher for those short-term rentals compared to the hotels in the area. But the commission is looking to change some of those numbers to make it more fair. The beach along the coast in Fenwick Island is empty, but soon it'll be packed full of vacationers. And when visitors flood the town, rentals and hotels fill up quick. Bruce Podgowski already has plans to book a hotel in Fenwick Island and doesn't care which one he goes to as long as he could go fishing.
The hotel is just a bed to sleep in at night.
But before the waves of people come in, the Fenwick Island Budget and Finance Committee discussed changing the current rental taxes in town. It's a reaction to the newly issued state tax of 4.5% on all residential communities renting their homes in Delaware starting this year. With this change, short-term rentals are now paying 12.5% tax when combined with Fenwick's tax, while hotels only pay an 11.5% tax. Fenwick Island's Treasurer Bill Reimer would like to see something a little more fair.
Our committee discussed, should we try and meet in the middle, where the total across the board would be 12%, which would result in the town having to reduce by 0.5% on the residential community and possibly increase the hotel by 0.5%.
When seemingly everything costs you more these days, Podgowski hopes charging a little less will put more cash into people's pockets.
Always good for the owners. We need the revenue.
Like a lot of towns, Fenwick Island is trying to find a sweet spot where they could balance revenue needs with business demands, all while trying not to scare visitors towards some other coastal community. Now, one thing to remember is that these possible changes will not be happening for the 2025 summer, but the commission will still be talking about it and possibly making it official for the summer of 2026. I'm Kevin Zappé, live in Fenwick Island, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Kevin. Fenwick also decided today to not raise property taxes.
This is the 16th year Fenwick has kept property taxes the same.
Take a look at our golf forecast. We are expecting for it to stay pretty clear. Actually a halfway decent day to go golfing, so we're going to call it good this time around with more sunshine and highs in the mid-60s.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
Get more for your tax refund with Alton Brothers' guaranteed lowest everyday price. No games, no gimmicks, just their guaranteed lowest prices every day on the brands and styles you love. Plus, take advantage of select items up to 50% off. That's up to half off Alton Brothers' lowest everyday price. Why wait for a sale when you can get Delmarva's guaranteed lowest everyday prices at Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years. Have you been to Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury lately?
At West Shore Home, we're making it easy to replace your windows and front entry door with our buy one, get one sale. This week, buy a house full of windows and get an entry door for free. That's right, completely refresh the look of your home while improving energy efficiency year-round. This offer won't last long. Visit westshorewindow.com to lock in these savings and have someone out as early as tomorrow to show you your options. Don't miss out on buy one, get one savings from West Shore Home.
We could practice our skills anywhere, but here is where we've chosen to be. It's here that we find new ways to create hope, give second chances, save lives. One day your heart will need us, and on that day, we'll be ready, without missing a beat. The Heart and Vascular Institute at Bay Health. Our commitment runs deep.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Awesome!
I like it. I love it.
Right now, buy a half-ton Tundra with low 1.99 APR financing. Or lease a rugged Tacoma TRD Sport for just $319 a month.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
In your home, every drop of water matters. It's not just H2O, it's health and home comfort. At FHFERP, we take your plumbing personally. For just $29, let us be your home's water experts. We'll scrutinize every pipe to ensure reliability and purity right from the tap. Because we believe water is the lifeblood of your home, we're adding a free water quality test, ensuring your water is as clean and as safe as possible.
Call FHFERP. FHFERP.com.
When it comes to upgrading your home, choose America's largest exterior remodeler, Window World. High quality, energy efficient, and built to last, our windows deliver comfort, beauty, and savings. With over 3.5 million projects completed and tens of thousands of 5-star reviews, homeowners across the country trust Window World to get the job done right. Professional installation, unbeatable value. That's the Window World way. Call now for your free quote.
Coast TV News can be heard on Coast Country.
As we daily get closer to the official start of spring, we're starting to feel more spring-like throughout the afternoon. Today was an example of that. Tomorrow will be yet another. Our dry-tech camera, Ocean City, 46 degrees right now with the winds pushing out of the southwest at about 6 miles per hour. Currently, temperatures are relatively mild. We're at a nice toasty 61 right now in Seaford, although it's much cooler in Rehoboth Beach as well as Bethany Beach at 48 degrees, both locations. We're at 46 in Ocean City, Ocean Pines, 52 degrees. But we have no active wind advisories or small craft advisory, anything of that sort. So with the winds tapping down a bit, that helps with our comfort level, just walking around and just enjoying the sunshine that we enjoyed today. So that was pretty much our big deal for today. And you know what? It's nice to just have a relaxed Monday instead of one that's tense with the threat of rain or snow or anything else crazy from the weather department, right? So we stay clear for right now. What precipitation we see in the region generally will stay well to our south. Now, let's talk about Tuesday. Another mild day, temperatures in the mid-60s easily. But we're going to stay dry this week. Now, typically, we want to avoid the rain because it usually messes with our recreational plans. But ironically enough, we've lacked rain and precipitation for such an extended period of time, we've yet to come out of the drought situation that we've been in since the last portions of last year and early this year. Right now, we're at 48 in Rehoboth, for example, but look at the dew point temperatures. Now, the dew point temperatures, just as a quick reminder, which is a moisture content measurement in the atmosphere for us. And so the dew points is 29, Georgetown and Red, but the temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. That's about a 30, in some cases, almost a 40-degree difference. That's an extremely dry atmosphere. So that exasperates the concern we have with drought conditions, with at least moderate conditions still hanging on. We were at one point extreme and severe, but now we're just at moderate to severe around the Lewis areas where it's severe. But take a look at our expectations for the next few days in a row. I mean, the most we can muster is a 19% chance of rain on Saturday. We'll have a better chance on Sunday, though. But that's 6 to 7 days away. So Tuesday morning, we're mild. Tuesday afternoon, we're really warm, like upper 60s, okay? Now, Wednesday is going to be a little different because we're still going to have sunshine. But for Wednesday, we're only going to climb, to to the 15s, and we're not going to be quite as warm. So that lack of precipitation is going to be profound for us to kind of keep in mind. Then finally, we're looking forward to stay mild for us going into Wednesday to the most southern portion of our viewing area. It's going to be dry there. Here's a look at your extended.
All right, Paul, thank you. The Delaware Office of Highway Safety is bringing back the Sober Rides program for St. Patrick's Day. So here's what that means for you. You can get a $20 voucher for Lyft and Uber. The vouchers are redeemable. That's just those Saturday and Monday from 3 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Delawareans can visit mysoberrides.com to get those vouchers.
Part of Munchie Branch Road is closing. DelDOT says it's to build a path and to fix drainage. The closure begins today, March 10th, through early May.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
NFL free agency opens today at noon and runs until Wednesday, and we have seen some players get paid. Let's start in Washington. The Commanders are signing former Jets defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw to a 3-year, $45 million deal. Kinlaw is coming off his best season in the league, racking up a career-high 4.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. The 27-year-old now reunites with Commanders GM Adam Peters, who helped draft Kinlaw to the 49ers back in 2020. A big-name defensive tackle is also leaving the NFC East. The Patriots are signing former Eagle Milton Williams to a 4-year, $104 million contract. The former third-round pick recorded 5 sacks for Philly this season. And thus far, the big splash of the day, Sam Darnold is a Seattle Seahawk. After trading Geno Smith to the Raiders this weekend, Seattle signed Darnold to a 3-year, $100 million deal. And in New York, Justin Fields has signed a 2-year, $40 million contract with the Jets. The former 11th overall selection joins his third team in 3 years. And once again, the world now waits to hear from Aaron Rodgers. I do for sports.
Soaring Over the Shore is sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
9 acres of nature's finest, Goat Island is a little hidden gem in the middle of Milford.
Goat Island was created in 1927 when the Army Corps of Engineers dug a channel to straighten the river and help Milford's shipbuilding industry. The story goes that farmers would bring their goats here to graze, hence the name. Now it's a place for locals and visitors to see the Mispillion River landscape, with a boardwalk and trails, places to sit back, relax, and find peace.
The Eastern Shore has seen a significant amount of storm damage lately. Filing a claim could raise your premiums or even risk policy cancellation.
Let us give you a fair, honest, and professional opinion.
With years of handling storm damages, we speak insurance. Our team can identify, document, and present the proper scope of work, saving you time and money.
Serving Sussex County, there's good.
There's better.
And then there's more.
Get ready for 4 days of fun at Springfest. Enjoy amazing food, live entertainment, over 200 unique artisan products, and an enhanced selection of food, beer, and wine. You won't want to miss this free event located at the Ocean City Inlet from April 24th to the 27th. Springfest features 2 stages and more than 30 live performances and ticketed headliners like Strangelove, The Depeche Mode Experience, country music sensation Hunter Hayes, and the legendary Wailers featuring Junior Marvin, opened by Pacifier. Don't miss out. Get all the details at ococean.com/Springfest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
This week at Johnny Janosic, get bonus coupon savings of 15% off, 20% off, and for the first time ever, up to 25% off your purchase. Plus 0% interest for 12 months. Going on now only at Johnny Janosic.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
L&W Insurance, your partners in protection since 1932. As one of Delaware's largest independent insurance agencies, we are committed to meeting all of your insurance needs.
Citadel Concepts and L&W have formed a great relationship. We've been trusting them for over 10 years.
At L&W Insurance, we aim to be your trusted business partner. As a local, I care about providing your employees with comprehensive benefits and insurance protection. For all your commercial and personal insurance needs, trust L&W to be your partner in protection.
Let Johnny Janosic help make your outdoor space more relaxing and enjoyable. Shop now and take 10% off all outdoor clearance items. And remember to take advantage of our great financing options for a limited time only at Johnny Janosic.
Brian, what's the difference between salt-treated decking and composite decking?
Treated lumber costs less but needs a lot of maintenance over the years. Composite decking looks like wood but won't crack, fade, or rot while adding value to your home.
And with Paul Davis, you can explore colors and designs right from your home. We'll bring the showroom to you.
And give you a same-day estimate.
Call now and get composite decking for the same price as treated lumber. Or no payments and no interest for 12 months, but only through March 31st. Call Paul Davis today.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, emergency plumbing service 24/7.
We take a look in Laurel right now, and we're at 59 degrees, still well above the norm for this time of the year. We'll drop down to 46 with clear skies by the 9 o'clock hour. Our umbrella winner, Diana Hefner of Millsboro. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. You can keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line at 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away, sponsored by Brockstead, Mendoza, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. 66 for Tuesday, Wednesday 56, but still sunny, cloudy on Thursday. Next round of rain holds off until Sunday, and we're back to 70 degrees by then.
All right, Paul, thank you. And thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.